Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we're up to the last half of contracts here on Tiverton, so let's not waste more time. We're going ahead with a repossession today, or as it is more straightforward, known as a direct battle. Looks like someone's not getting along very well with the contracts that were set up. So for our contract today, we're going to focus in on the money. Almost 900,000 C-bills is fairly good, and I'm hoping there will be some options for boosting up our monetary gain just that little bit more. So that is exactly what we're going to do. 2 skulls, nothing too ridiculous for us today. We'll bring the Marauder, we'll bring the Archer. Do we want to bring anything else? What haven't we brought out for a bit? You know what, we could try out the Battlemaster. PPCs, LBX2s. Yeah, you know what, maybe we go ahead, and we haven't played around with that for a bit. Let's bring that out. And then what else do we want? The Griffin. The Griffin works pretty well. We could also bring out our Black Knight. Yeah, you know what? Sure. You know what? It has been some time since we've taken that out for a test run. Let's go ahead and go and see what we can do. Mech-wise, I think we've all got the same movement profiles, so it's not really going to matter how we line them up. Yeah, let's just go ahead and deploy. We've got some slightly slower initiative there on Big Man, but I think... Oh, actually, you know what we should do? Let's switch Cosmo and Big Man. There we go. That way we have slightly better initiative across the board. That will be very helpful. So let's go ahead and deploy and see what the enemy lance consists of today. Okay, so our particulars for this mission is straightforward. We need to go ahead and destroy the enemy forces. A pirate leader has fallen behind on payments for their armoured vehicles, and our leasing agent has been unable to repossess the heavily armoured vehicles. We've decided that sending a more explosive message is the best way to ensure that others do not take future liberties. Okay, Commander, they also mentioned that the target vehicles are currently on deployment with a secondary lance of mechs. You can optionally destroy them as well, and there is a bonus. Well, fantastic. That is what we're here for. The target vehicles have been detected in this area, Commander. Move up, make contact, and engage the targets. Alright, and that looks like a Shrek PPC carrier. I'm pretty sure there's 3 barrels I can see there. Keep an eye out for enemy mechs as well.
Ready for action.
Alright, well then, let's go ahead and move on up and see what damage we can cause.
Coordinates received.
We'll take the Archer and put that straight into cover, and I think that that's a good idea. It looks like there's an 80-ton vehicle just nearby, so let's go ahead and we'll move slightly further behind with the Marauder. Our Battlemaster will spread out a little, and then our Black Knight.
Yes, Commander.
Well, I suppose it's not going to change too much no matter where we go.
Rolling.
But we'll see what we can get our eyes on. Alright, so enemies are engaging. Contact is starting. So, you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to reserve for a little. We're going to see about maybe bringing them in closer to us. If we can have them avoid getting eyes on us,
Orders?
all the better. Alright, so it doesn't look like we're going to get line of sight here at the moment.
Standing by.
What do we
Yes,
want
boss.
to move? Maybe the Battlemaster? That's probably got the most amount of armor. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go for a sprint. We'll go ahead and take some cover. I think that's a fairly solid plan. Yep, and we do have more contact on our sensors. Alright, so they just need to stick their noses out and we can put some fire on them.
Commander? Good to go.
Alright, let's get our Archer moving up into a similar position. I think we'll go... I think we'll maybe head up, but we'll still take cover.
I've got an unknown on sensors.
Alright, and was that something else? Yes, it was. So there's another vehicle. So I'm not sure where the mechs are right now.
Waiting for orders.
But if that just means we need to get into position for the next round, that just is what it is. Let's see, what have we got? I feel like they might try and pop in from down this ramp or maybe up over there. So let's go. Yeah, we're in a bit of a corner here. Let's just move up to the top. We'll see what we can come up with.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Aha. Okay, and it does look like I was correct there. Alright, we'll see. Whereabouts are they? They're up top, so they're not going to be able to get behind us in this round, which is good.
Ready for
We'll
orders.
move Big Man. Oh, hang on a second, did I? Oh, well, you know what? It's okay. I was just thinking maybe we could have sensor locked and fired off some shots, but I guess not. Alright, so, just to maintain a degree of safety, let's not stick out unnecessarily to take fire. Let's bring you... Let's bring you back over here. We'll keep you in cover.
Got it.
Yeah, we're not going to make line of sight, just in case they've got a bunch of LRMs, they'll only be able to target the one that they can see. So I'd rather be a little bit more careful, and it looks like they have a javelin. Okay, with only medium lasers.
Commander.
Alright, well, it looks like we can move on up, and so I suppose we could probably remove one of them from the field of battle. Yeah. Alright, let's move on up and see what we can do. Actually, you know what? No, we've got the damage protection, we've got the evasion. Let's give it at least one more turn. Alright, looks like they missed the PPC. That is good. Alright. And here come the LRMs. Alright, some solid damage right there.
Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself.
That's stability damage anyway, but we're otherwise A-okay.
Good to go.
Okay, so our archer can take shots over here.
For orders.
Our marauder could maybe get some shots over
Standing
there.
by.
The battle master, can we get eyes on anything else? Oh, actually, you know what? We can, and that's the 80-ton vehicle, so I think that that's worth pursuing.
Moving out.
I want to make sure that that thing goes down. PPC, medium lasers, all that, and it is a PPC carrier. Yeah, let's fire everything and make sure that this thing is destroyed. Do we want to go for a precision shot just to shore up these shots? I think we'll be okay.
Affirmative.
Alright, and it looks like that was just the right amount.
Reporting. Vehicles destroyed.
Alright, so that's one of our major issues dealt with. That is very nice to see. They still have two 60-ton vehicles, which I'm not sure what they're going to do. Oh, actually, make that
Receiving
3.
you.
But that is the main one done and dusted.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and travel... Oh, we're not going to get shots on you. Maybe we, oh, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and we'll move up over here for some cover on the next one. We'll see what we can find there.
Roger.
Alright, LRM carrier, very good idea to destroy that. Let's just go with, Actually, you know what? Maybe we just fire off our UAC-20. That would be more than enough to destroy this thing if only one of the shots hit. Yeah, the rest will save with our heat generation. There we are. We'll still stay nice and cool. Put some damage on. That should be good. Alright, and that is just what we wanted.
That one's gone.
Alright, so what have we got left? We've got the Archer, we've got the Black Knight. I'm thinking... I may as well see what we can do, although... We can't quite make our way around to deal with these guys. You know what, we'll just move here for now.
I'm going.
We'll see how this plays out. What do they got? They have another Javelin with some SRMs. And, yeah, just the Javelin with the medium lasers. A 50-ton and a 45-ton mech in the back. Okay, nothing too scary. Let's go... No, let's go with a precision shot here. We'll go for the... let's see, yeah, we'll boost up all of our shots there. Let's go for the center of the torso. If we can destroy it, we can. If not, oh well.
Confirmed.
less ability to spot they have, the better.
Take that.
Alright, luckily for him, it looks like that cover did definitely save its life.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, still up and kicking. Alright, so let's move on forwards. We'll stay in cover. We'll send... Actually, what do we reckon? Maybe the LRM-15 and the LRM-20 just to be safe, and then we'll go... Oh, actually, you know what? We have breaching shot here, don't we? Okay, well, since we have the breaching shot, let's send the LRM-20 to the Javelin and the rest on... sorry. Yeah, on the one at the back. And then we'll burn through what it's got left with the other two weapons. Alright, come on. And it looks like we did miss that center torso. Oh well. You know what? Avoiding that cover did work wonders, though. That thing is definitely looking a lot softer. What do we see? That looks like a lot of SRMs, so I'm guessing it's an SRM carrier. Yes, it is. Luckily, we're on the very... what do you call it? On the very extremities of its range, so those percentages were fairly nominal.
Receiving you.
Alright, so let's go and bring... Oh, actually, you know what? I think we bring the Marauder up over here. We're going to have prime position here to destroy this stuff. Let's see what we're dealing with. We have a Bulldog with 2 SRM-4s and a large laser. Not our exact concern right now. I think we target the Javelin. Let's get all of our weapons on board and let's take out... Oh, hello. Which one do we go for? The shots are better at the back, but we're probably more likely to... Oh, we'll definitely get the kill if we go there. You, on the other hand, have SRMs, which I'd probably prefer to remove. You know what? We'll go over here. Let's see how that rolls.
All weapons, fire.
Okay, well, not quite what I was planning, but it will still do.
Taking a critical hit.
That ultra auto cannon definitely put the damage on that that Javelin's arm and ripped off a few of its components. Let's see, trebuchet. Okay. You know what? This is okay. We deliberately made sure that we were standing in cover for this very reason, so I'm not hugely concerned. We've still got a decent chunk of armor from the looks of it. Just double check that. Yeah, okay, we're all fine. Okay, so then if that is the case, let's see what we can do. Let's go with... Probably leave the Bulldog. The Javelin we could send, maybe the LRM... The LRM-5 should it almost be enough to take that out. Hang on a second, can we get any direct line of sight and fire off those SRMs? No. Okay, well that's fine. We'll go LRM-5, LRM-15, and then say... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We'll figure it out. So let's go with the multi-target LRM-5 for this Javelin here. That should be able to be destroyed. This one there, we will send the 15, and then let's send the 20 to the other. I think that should be decent enough.
Affirmative.
Alright, looks like we just took out that side torso. Alright, took out an arm. Alright, well, we're really not hitting the shots I wanted. But at the end of the day, though, it's not that troubling. We're not really concerned by what we're dealing with. We should be relatively safe, and yeah, it should just take us quick salvo to destroy. Alright, but either way, let's make sure that we continue to keep our friends safe. So we're going to move our Battlemaster up. We'll see what we have here for that SRM carrier. Looks like a good... What's that? 67 points of protection.
On my way.
Let's go ahead and we'll fire the... pretty much everything, I think. Yeah, maybe we send the LB-2X out over there? Actually, we could even skim that leg, potentially. Okay, so you know what? We'll target this primarily. We'll put the LB2X to good use, and we'll aim at the, we'll aim at you, and we'll see what damage can be caused. Alright, let's see how that works.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Alright, SRM carrier is destroyed. Some good scatter shot right there. And let's see, how's it looking? Well, we're slowly whittling away at that center torso, as well as its side armor.
They will be done.
Yeah, I'm not very concerned by this. Alright, let's go ahead and move on up. Let's see what we can do. Let's go with, Actually, you know what? This might actually be the place to go. We can get everybody within a line of sight. Yeah, there we go.
Acknowledged.
So, what have we got here? We could go... Maybe we go with a large laser here? Wait, do we have the breaching shot? No, we don't. Okay, well... What have you got there? 11? Alright, well, you know what? We'll destroy that just because that's nice and easy. We'll go for the other one just in case. We'll put the most damage on the one that's in cover because, again...
Splitting fire on multiple
May as well do what we can. So that's one down. And again, still not quite center torso. But that is a-okay.
Reporting critical hit.
Still working towards that objective. Alright, enemy turn. Let's see what you do. Lots of shots, not many hits. That's perfect.
What do you need?
And then let's bring... Well, I suppose... What have we got? Maybe we just go for the trebuchet here. Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet. Let's move on up. We're going to go ahead and precision strike that thing. Yeah, I doubt it'll be standing for too long.
Firing. All weapons.
And we did get the head injury, just not quite enough to kill it.
Got past his armor.
Wow, he is very lucky. If we had equipped that leg with some of our weapons, we had more than a couple that could have made that thing fall over. Alright, let's see, what have we got there? We have only 38 points of structure in the head, 21 in the up there, and 11 on the leg.
Orders?
Well, I think that's about time for the archer to get involved. Let's go ahead and...
Yes, Commander.
Oh, actually, you know what? Do we want to...
Standing by. Standing by.
Yeah, I think we go ahead and we use Big Man right here. We're going to go ahead and shuffle on up in our archer. We're going to go ahead and knock that thing down. That could even kill it, theoretically. We'll go... Oh, hang on a second. 12 by 6, that's 76 points of damage. Maybe we just send the SRM over there. And then put maybe... Yeah, that's the SRM 6. We can go with maybe the 20 on the Bulldog. That should be fairly good. We do get bonus clustering because of the archer. In fact, you know what? We'll send the LRM5 just to make sure. And then over here, let's send the 15 over to that and make sure that that goes down.
I copy.
Alright, so there goes its leg. That is the knockdown we desired. That was not quite enough to put the Bulldog down. Okay. But definitely more than enough for that javelin.
Enemy down.
Alright, well, you know what? Still, that's pretty close to what we were looking for. A small amount of damage here is not going to be too concerning. That Bulldog is not that dangerous. Very few SRMs and not that much in the way of... Actually, I guess if it had fired its large laser, that could have done more, but still not that concerning. And wow, we were so close. If we had just hit the side instead of the front, could have definitely got that kill there, but oh well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and shuffle on up. We'll target.
On the move.
You know what? We'll target the trebuchet. There we go. We can go ahead and make that disappear. We've got some pretty good shots right now, so we may as well make the most and cool ourselves back down. In fact, you know what? That may not even be necessary. Let's go ahead and multi-target. Yeah, you're A, you're B. We'll cool down a little bit. We're not going to run all of our weapons, just to be safe. We might need to turn off a couple. Oh, okay, so there was no middle ground whatsoever. Oh, well, I guess that'll have to do. Let's just go with the standard targeting just so we can make sure we get the destruction. Alright, well, that worked. Big LRM explosion, it seems.
Destroyed. Commander?
Cool. Well, let's bring... Black Knight's not really going to be able to do that much for us. But I guess we'll take what we can get.
On my way.
We'll go with a precision strike just to keep this thing nice and slow.
Engaging.
Almost got the kill right there. Alright, let's see. How are you doing? Very little left. The Marauder's looking toasty. You know what? Fine. Let's just go ahead and close the distance. We'll remove the Vindicator. We'll pick up that cover as well. And that should be more or less everything we need to do. We'll turn off everything that's unnecessary. In fact, you know, we'll turn off that and fire the others.
Engage target.
We only needed one medium laser to hit the head. Maybe two? Hang on a second. The game is holding us in suspense. Well, there we go. We did get the kill. Alright, that's fantastic. That'll do. We've now just got that singular vehicle. I think the Battlemaster is more than properly equipped to crush that under its boot. So, let's go and...
Commander?
Here you go. Let's go ahead and move on in for the melee.
Targeting for physical attack.
And that is all. Alright. Well, mission accomplished.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Certainly sent them a message, Commander. Yes, we did.
Successful.
Alright, so that was a fairly easy one there. Definitely had a heap of armor compared to what we were up against. They, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if that Shrek PPC carrier wasn't the first one to get taken out, we might have been in a little bit more trouble. Especially if they started messing with our sensors, or maybe even, I don't know, try to take out a specific arm or whatnot on a mech. That could have been a bit of a grievance, but luckily for us, they did not manage to deploy them in such a way, so we are all good. So, now comes the real question of how much pay do we get for this one here. I'm very curious to know how much we get paid. And, well, for some reason it seems my computer is running particularly slow. That does not seem very good. We'll have to, might need to have a look at that between missions, but either way, give me a second and I'll jump you in when it does load. Okay, so that took about another minute or so, so I'm glad I did hit pause. Looks like our contract was increased by 30%, so that is very good for us. Over 1 million C-bills in the bank for that mission. Okay then, well, we're also making very good progress on our mercenary review board. Morale is going well. I think all in all, we're looking quite good. And, oh, would you believe that? Everybody got a couple of kills. Very nice. That Battlemaster did indeed get a couple of the majority, in fact. And as you can see, yeah, that Marauder did get beaten up on a little bit more than everybody else. But you know what? It's fine. We can repair that nice and quickly. Although I am thinking we might need to do a bit of a refit on that Battlemaster. It was a fun, different idea, but I think we can probably settle that to be a bit of a better mech with a little bit of TLC. Alright, so it looks like for salvage we have got ourselves part of a Javelin, a PPC, and a singular jump jet. Alright, well, we'll take whatever. We're happy. We got what we were after. No complaints here. Alright then, so that means it's, oh wait a second, I didn't look at how much we got in the way of experience off that last mission. That just might be enough to push Cosmo into the next bracket up. So we're going to go ahead and quickly swing past the barracks, and we'll see how he's doing. Mind you, in fact, we are still accepting MechWarrior submissions. If you're a fan of MechWarrior or you just enjoy a little bit of creating characters and whatnot, we're still accepting MechWarrior pilots. All that we need is a first name and a last name, as well as a call sign, and we can go ahead and hire you on to the Argo for Leviathan's Might. That said, if you want to tell us some extra stuff about your pilot and where they're from or what mechs they like, always keen to learn about them, but at the same time too, privacy shall be respected. Your contributions are greatly appreciated one way or the other. Alright, but it looks like my game still is continuing to be a little bit dodgy on the loading, so I think what I'll do is, I guess I'll have to bring you back on the other side of that as well. Okay, and we are back. I figured out what was going on. So, before I started up my game, I thought I had paused an update for MechWarrior 5. Turns out I may have left that running in the background. And would you believe it or not, it takes a lot of computing resources. So, either way, now that I've got that finished and out of the way, we can go ahead and return to our scheduled missions. We're going to go ahead and give Cosmo a nice upgrade. I'm thinking we go with extra health. There we go. We'll keep him out of the infirmary. If for some reason he does get injured at some point, he'll be that little bit better off. Alright, so I think we can still go ahead and pick up another mission, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and pick up a battle, much of a muchness kind of thing. Let's just go ahead and we'll go with a slightly faster one here. Let's go ahead and focus in on the money. Yeah, it's only 1.5 skulls, so I'm not expecting too much in the way of salvage, so we will go for the monetary investment instead. Alright then, let's drop the Battle Master. Let's maybe bring... what'll be fun? Oh, you know what no. We don't need to bring out King Crab, although it could be fun. Okay, you know what? I wasn't really planning on doing it that way, but I think we're going to go ahead and try it out. Let's bring out the King Crab. I'm pretty sure we have not given this a test run as of yet. So who shall be the lucky duck? I think it will be Cosmo once more. There we go. We'll bring along an assault mech. Definitely well and truly overkill for what we're going for. But at the same time too, you know, nothing better than a safe testing environment, or at least a safe testing environment on our side of things. Alright, so for this one, we are again destroying enemy units. Satellite surveillance pictures show that a heavy lance was inserted onto the planet's surface by Canopian dropship. Currently, we believe they're securing their LZ, preparing for whatever operation they have planned. Before they finish securing the area, we'd like you to interrupt them. They're heavily armed, so expect strong resistance. If they just sat down, they may not be battle ready. We might catch them with their metaphorical pants down.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, let's see what we can find. This is where the satellite pictures showed the hostile lands touching down. Move up, make contact, and let's see what we're dealing with. Expect serious resistance. Alright, well, you know what? I think we're more than prepared for it. Look at that. Our big old King Crab is going to go marching on up. I doubt they're going to have the firepower. Look at that. 20-ton mech, 50-ton mech, and a 30-ton mech. Well, this is going to be interesting. Alright, so, you know what? We're going to go ahead and march on up into... Actually, you know what? Well, let's see what we can do. Let's bring our... the Marauder... I don't know, it could go either way. I feel like maybe we should go this direction.
Moving out.
Yeah, that'll be fine. The Archer, I'm not sure about. And the Black Knight, you know, we'll move you up there.
Rolling.
There we go.
On my way.
So more or less everyone has cover, or at least half of our lance
Picking up a
does.
new sensor trace.
Ooh,
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
but they have allies. Alright then, well, let's be prepared.
Let us have something.
It looks like they've got a fair few light mechs, so I'm not exactly too concerned. We should be able to handle whatever they throw at us fairly easily. Alright, looks like that Locust fired off its medium laser. No SRMs at this distance, but that's a-okay. I'm pretty sure it said it's a 1S. Yeah. Alright.
Waiting for orders.
As for Rannick, what do we do here? Well, we'll definitely get eyes on a mech. This does give us cover as well, so I suppose that's probably the advantage, although realistically, I don't see us being hounded too much. And if they've got LRMs, I'd rather take the damage before moving than having the malice for covering rough terrain.
Reserving action.
So you know what? Yeah, we'll accept a very... I'm not even sure if that's technically a barrage that we're getting hit with. Those odds were very unlikely. Yes, still no damage from 2 salvos. Okay then, well, now we can go ahead and move on up. Let's see, King Crab, we have a couple of opportunities. We could put some shots up there. We could put some LRMs over here. You know what? Sure, let's make the most of things. Let's go for the all 3 of them. Oh, it's a hunchback. Okay, well that's fine. 30, 40, 30, 20, 20. Okay, well, oh, darn. It looks like I've just got out of position for that javelin. I thought we could have still shot at him. That's my bad. I must have rotated it poorly. So that, if that means that that's the case, maybe we just go ahead and we put our fire on the hunchback. We'll put the LRMs against the locust, see if we can cause some quick trouble there, and maybe unsettle this thing as it is on... oh no, it's on makeshift ground. Makeshift armor. Never mind. I thought it might have had a rocky terrain penalties. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so that's a solid amount of stability damage. The locust is barely standing.
What's up, boss?
Let's take the marauder, put that into cover.
Heading out.
Let's take shots at the... I think we take shots at the hunchback. Yeah, that is the way to play.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Alright. And he is still upright.
Did some heavy damage.
That is honestly surprising. I guess we must have missed with one of those UAC 20 shots, otherwise that thing should have probably been toast. Yeah, well, it's not looking very good. Wow. Okay.
Receiving you.
If I were him, I'd be deciding to eject pretty jolly soon, but you know what? That's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll move on up. We'll
Location confirmed.
spread out some of the fire here. We'll send the SRM over to here. We'll go with maybe the LRM 15, and then the remainder, I don't know, let's target something like maybe the spider. I suppose that should be good enough. Yeah, I suppose that'll work. Oh, you know what? That's actually not terribly good targeting on that spider there. Maybe we should have gone for the locust. Hang on a second. What about you? 55 as opposed to the 65? Okay, you know what? That's actually not that great. Maybe we go ahead and we target the... Maybe we just split between A and B. I think that's maybe what we'll do. Yeah, the LRM 15 should be enough to knock over that hunchback. And everything else can go against A. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Splitting fire.
Alright, well there goes its a leg and there's some knockdown. There goes the center torso of the hunchback.
Mech destroyed.
Alright, so pretty good for what we had available.
I will be done.
Let's bring our Black Knight and well, I guess we can go here and we can... Oh, we can actually shoot that with a lot of stuff. You know what? That's fine. We'll advance on these guys around on the next turn. But we'll go ahead and destroy this here. Looks like we've got some very solid heat sinking, which is quite nice. Let's just make sure that that thing does not get back up again.
Shot.
There we go.
Farewell, sweet prince. Let's get this done.
Okay, and it looks like we've got a whole bunch of lights coming on up. Honestly, not a particular concern for us. Very minimal damage against our rather heavy lance, and we're also in some pretty solid cover. Alright, well,
Do they think they can hurt me?
what's next? We've got a spider, and was there a second spider, or was it another javelin? I'm not 100% sure. But either way, it looks like we'll figure it out. Ooh, some stray shots. So, well done to them, but it's not going to save.
Yes, Commander.
Let's go. Yeah, here we go. Let's march our way up, and we'll see about taking out that 40-ton mech in the back.
Confirmed.
Ooh, and they have a 50-ton mech as well. Alright, well then, let's go ahead and turn off that UAC-20. I think we should be okay to take out the assassin. Center torso, 91%. This thing's not that heavily armored. That should be more than enough.
I'm on it. Mech destroyed.
Alright, well, no problems there. And a couple of LRMs. Alrighty.
Light damage, Commander.
Well, I guess the next best thing is to
How's it
probably
going?
take out its, what do we call it? Its scouts, hey? Alright, so we can absolutely obliterate that locust, more or less. We could maybe send some... do we go for maybe some LRMs against that locust? Yeah, okay, you know what? That's what we're going to do.
Heading out.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to split things up. We'll go with the LRMs against the locust, just to clear that up a little bit, and then we'll see if we can take out this one that's closer.
Here we go.
Alright. Well, not quite the kill.
Think I hit something good.
Very little connection there. We did still manage to take off the arm and most of the side of that torso. Almost busted up its
Commander?
leg. Yeah, man, we're so close to knocking down a few of these mechs, but yet so far. I think what we'll do is...
I'm receiving you.
you know what? Maybe what we do here is let's bring our Black Knight up. We can fire off our machine guns over there. Yeah, okay, you know what?
Ready for orders.
Yeah, big man, let's move you... that's going to slightly cut you off, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll move you here.
On my way.
Whoops. Bother, that was my silliness there. I was going to go all machine guns here and then fire the rest elsewhere. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just go ahead and... I guess we'll go with one large laser up there. Maybe a second one against that spider. And then you... We'll target you with everything else. There we go. Let's see how that plays out.
Acknowledge.
Alright, structure exposed on a javelin. Spider's pretty well beat. Actually, very surprising that we managed to hit that. We had a low likelihood of connecting, and yet we still made it.
Solid connection on that one.
And that locust is still obviously
Standing
kicking.
by.
Okay, well then, let's roll with the... You know, let's just maybe target everything else over here. I think that's probably the way to play it.
Moving out.
Go ahead and fire the SRM-6 over here. That's some pretty solid damage. Maybe some LRM-5 as well, and then we'll go... What have we got? Maybe a 15 and a 20? Yeah, I think that's the way that we do this. Although, you know what? That thing's very close to death. Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, A, B, and C. Let's roll.
Multiple targets confirmed.
Alright, 2 out of 3.
Target neutralized.
That's not too bad. Alright then, oh right, resolves maxed back out again. The archer's getting shot at, but again, that's not exactly concerning. Let's be honest, spiders,
Standing by.
they're not exactly known for their longevity on the battlefield. So, let's go ahead and... did he just go into guard? Oh, it looks like he did. Alright, well you know what, that's his choice. Let's go ahead and shuffle on up and see about taking out
Coordinates received.
the Centurion. Let's go for precision strike, and you know what? let's send all of our weapons just to be safe.
Locking in. All weapons.
Alright, well, you know what? At least we've taken off
Scored a critical hit.
a couple of his damaging abilities. It doesn't look like he's doing too much.
Nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, alright, so let's just check in on that Centurion. Oh wow, okay, we almost smoked that thing. Yeah, alright, well,
Waiting for orders.
what to do?
Yes, Commander.
You know what, I think the Archer can probably take care of that Locust. Might
Orders?
even work on that Spider. The Black Knight's probably got some decent shots.
Standing by.
You know, let's just go ahead and move on up. And we'll send, I don't know, maybe some LRMs
Got it.
to the other, and we'll see how that works. Yeah, that should be more than enough.
Multiple enemies locked in.
Alright, right leg destroyed. Definitely no way that thing's making it out the round. Centurion blowing up in the background. That will work
Hostile eliminated.
perfectly. Alright,
Orders?
let's go.
Waiting for orders.
Well, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we can go... Maybe send the large lasers over here and everything else over there?
I'm walking here.
Yeah, I guess that's good enough. There we go. Let's see how that plays out.
Got it, Commander.
Alright, so solid connection right there. Straight to the machine gun ammunition, and that is the Locust. Absolutely smoked.
That's a kill.
Fantastic. Well, that's the last of them, Commander. Let's dust off and go home.
Mission successful.
Well, that is what we wanted to see. Alright, so I don't think we're going to be collecting any salvage. That was always the go. We wouldn't have really made any more money if we had have picked one up, I don't think. Some very decent kills between the Black Knight and the Archer, but everybody did get to participate. Got a third of a Hunchback as well as the final third for a Spider. So that's some extra pay making its way to our account, which is fantastic. And I don't think there's too much else left for us here. Yeah, so you know what? I'm thinking what we might do is we still do have 2 more battles ahead of us before we can leave here. I'm thinking maybe we go ahead and we save those for tomorrow. Yeah, we can do that, and then we can also then maybe start to travel a little bit. I think that's probably going to be the way that things are going, but either way,
Mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Yang has got our Spider ready, so let's go ahead and put that into storage, and I think that that is where we're going to call it for today. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.